Hello and welcome back to CubeCon, the first annual, but not the last. We are getting ready for the finals of the UMA Inspired Cube. It is myself, J-Bro, along with Justin Parnell.
Heyo.
And we are very excited to get into this with Genevieve Carter versus Peter Beckfield. Now, as Justin was saying, Peter won the last one of these.
Yeah, looking for a double trophy back to back.
We're getting some deja vu. Now, Genevieve has kind of a similar dynamic in her deck. There's a discard, kind of like Rakdos focused discard deck, but we called it Jun Sanity because she's also rocking some green.
We got some spice here.
We got some spice. Any spiders? Is it spider spice?
There are no spiders, but there are root wallas.
Ooh.
2 of them.
Which we got green?
Oh, I didn't scratch the name of this deck.
Zip, 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 zip. We're renaming.
Jund root wallas because we have 2 blazing and 2 basking root wallas.
Okay, Jundwalla. Let's go.
Jund wallas.
Okay.
We have 2 sets of basking root wallas, 2 sets of blazing root wallas, and a Vengevine. That Vengevine is going to be working overtime.
Yes, that's right. Wow. Well, this is exciting. Genevieve has really taken it up a notch.
This is a very exciting deck list. We're trying to discard as much from our hand, and Genevieve discarding significantly more aggressively than Peter. She has a lot of the fixins.
Yes, this is an actual dedicated discard deck.
Yes.
Not only that, it's got a lot of play. It still has play with the graveyard, and on top of that, she might be able to go a little earlier and bigger than the threats Peter can do. Peter's might be one step behind her.
Yes.
In tempo.
I don't think she can go bigger, but she can go much faster.
Well, that's true. Although the 3 for 1, not too shabby. A Super Flower, thank you so much. Cube, what up, Deboo? Let's pop no spot. We got to get you here for the next CubeCon, Deboo. We have a strong European contingent. We'd love to have you come in.
All right, Peter on the play. Mountain no start.
Oh my!
However, Genevieve again much more aggressively discarding. How many I wish we could pause. How many creatures do you think Genevieve's going to start her next turn with?
1. I'm going to say at least. Okay, there's 1. I'll say 1.
Okay. So 2.
Good.
So 2 total creatures for Genevieve.
Yep.
She gets one of her free root wallas, and there's more coming in the deck. We know that there are.
Turn 1 4 power, not bad. And that fugitive can get bigger. Oh my! That is a kick in the shins.
That is a big one. And,
let's go.
And Peter only has 3 primary discard outlets, and there's exactly one of them.
1/3 got removed,
and it's the only one that can't escape Unholy Heat.
That's right.
The other 2 can.
Great point, and for free. Oh my! Oh my!
And we have an Asmo here. Genevieve is saying, "Look, you.
Wow!
I saw you on coverage last round, Peter.
Genevieve wants that trophy.
We heard you were the Madness deck. Let me show you what a real Madness deck looks like."
You thought you were going bonkers. We're taking it to another level.
Yeah, she's gonna cook him up real nice.
Yes,
with the cookbook getting, of course, with Asmo.
Wow! Oh wow!
This is a.
She is cooking and booking right now.
The life total show 18 to 19, but the emotional damage to Peter has been severe so far.
Okay. Now what do we see there? That's the reach discard creature, right? Isn't that
Noose Conscriptor? Yes.
Yes. So that's actually probably one of the strongest follow plays you could have.
Yeah,
here.
Definitely needed another discard outlet, but we have the cookbook.
We got the book.
So
it looks like we might be stuck on mana.
Well, I mean, stuck on mana is, potentially. I would say she only has 2 lands, but able to really go wide on the board.
Ooh, now Noose Constrictor. I'm like, wow.
She has lined up this removal.
Yes.
She doesn't even realize how well she's lined this removal up. She hit the Unholy Heat with the discard outlet that couldn't escape it. Now there's 2 left. and Executioner's Capsule can only destroy non-black creatures, and Noose Constrictor cannot escape that like Wild Mongrel.
Not Wild Mongrel. I told you the colors matter. Let's go.
It absolutely does.
Now, how do you pronounce this?
Asmo.
There was a song about it.
I don't say the rest.
Are you familiar with the Remy song?
Yes. Well,
man,
he's a national
what a master.
Treasure. Yeah.
Yeah. If you have not checked out Remy's song on this card, you should. It's fantastic.
Can you get a shout out for typing it out?
Yes.
Shout out to producer Michael for typing that out.
Also, by the way,
did you type it? Did you actually type it out?
Did you type
it?
Did you really
type it out? I want you to be honest with us.
Well, I trust him. I can't bust him, so I can trust him. Oh my!
And we have a hard cast Anger. Now, notably,
That's
Peter. This is not good because Peter has a mountain and Peter has a discard outlet. You know what that means? Peter has no other place.
Yes. By the way, I want to give a huge shout out to Optimal MTG, who's a Canadian streamer that came here for CubeCon. We meant to shout him out earlier on a previous stream with when What's His Face won, but we didn't get to. So shout out to Optimal MTG. Give him a follow. Make sure it's on how twitch.tg/OptimalMTG. All right. We are getting back in there.
Asmo just a 3/3, but that is
just a 3/3.
That is bigger than Anger as a 2/2.
Now tell me how you feel about Asmo in this deck. What is Asmo doing?
I mean, in this deck, it's incredible. It is basically the 5th Root Walla.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yep. Except it doesn't cost it. Except it doesn't.
You
cost
gotta discard something else.
But it's a natural 3/3.
But it's a natural 3/3. Yeah,
Pretty good.
And you can just cast it for free. So, if I'm Genevieve, I'll take it. Sure.
Although
I got nothing to lose.
The Anger being on the board and not in the graveyard is pretty awesome. If I'm Peter, I might think about I might think about leaving it back to block.
Well, Peter left it back to block last turn and then didn't. So I don't think that's in Peter's plan.
Touché.
I think Peter is trying to.
I mean, it is a 2/2 haster, so there's that.
That is true. It did not utilize its haste in the first turn. Here's the problem.
Guess what that is?
That is a Vengevine. Well, here's the really, really, really big problem for Peter. Genevieve can turn any card into a food token.
Yes.
And then when she has a couple of food tokens, she can say, get on out of here. Let me take care of that. Underworld Cookbook.
Wow, it's cooking.
She is really assembled Modern Horizons 2 Voltron with all of this.
Yes, everything does everything. Yeah, it's this clock. It's this. This is the real contraptions. When they designed the Ungo, this was what they meant.
Genevieve currently has 99 lines of text on her cards, assorted with everything that's in play.
Thank God we didn't get the full art Asmo.
Yeah,
the extended art.
Just
Questing Beast was enough. So many European cubers are just, hey, you know what? We have European cubers here. We have people who travel from France for 10 days only just to come to CubeCon. You got to save those euros, baby. Make it happen. Plan for next year. We'll have a blast. Sing some karaoke. Sing some cubeoke. Bring it on, baby. Let's go.
And Peter, not feeling the heat, continues to attack. And Genevieve's like, yeah.
Okay.
I feel good about this race. Even though they are at the same life total, this is still, I feel like, a very dangerous spot for Peter.
Peter does have some flash opportunities.
Yeah. We have some worms that we can flash in with
make
madness.
A worm. Oh my, that's pretty good. Untapped land. Okay.
Well, so now we have green mana to pump the Root Walla.
Well, and we also have black mana to bink. So we can. So Peter's not actually at 9, right? We can count him down.
And we now have Deathrite Shaman fully online. We have both sides.
Yes.
We have
all
green.
All three sides.
All three sides. Yeah. We have. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Which might be. We don't know.
I think that's a pretty big deal.
Okay.
And I think you can safely attack because you do have that Executioner's Capsule.
Correct. And I like leaving the 1/2 back here.
Yep. So we are going to see a discard, probably a worm of some kind. It's going to be Arrogant Worm.
Nice. Arrogant Worm doing work.
And we're going to see Arrogant Worm immediately go to the graveyard.
Oh, interesting. She taps.
She's fixing it.
Okay.
She's like, got to leave one of these up for Deathrite Shaman. Not quite sure which one. Oh, choosing to say, I don't need a Deathrite Shaman this turn.
Huh. So 2 mana's up now. What do you make of this?
Let's find out. Cathartic Pyre. So going to deal 3 to the Asmo. But not going to do as much because we now are thresholded with Putrid Imp. So going to get some of that damage right back.
So it's interesting. What do you make of Genevieve's tap there? Why do we tap that man instead of the other?
Maybe to try to conserve some life. But if that's the case, just hold the green up so you can gain 2 later. Correct. Would be my call. So I don't know. Maybe just didn't want to go down to 7 immediately. Although to me it looks like you're actually going to go to 9 rather than go down to 7. So I don't know. Could just be a you know, a
'Cause
split decision judgment call.
But she thought about it. She went
did.
back and forth.
She did.
So I'm
She did.
sure there's some. I wonder if there's something we're missing.
And now we're gonna see Death Threat Shaman bite the dust with no activation, which is probably not what she wants. Now, here at 6.
And remember, the food can use its alternative casting cost of just getting life. We can still do that.
We can. The secret mode of the food.
secret mode of food is that sometimes you're hungry. And again, that Rootwalla, 3/3 Rootwalla, 2/2.
This is gonna take Peter down to 1.
Oh, wait a second.
But we have
Peter might have lethal.
Peter currently has lethal if he discards both of his cards.
Or two of his 3.
And bends them both. But we have
Oh.
a Rootwalla.
Yes!
Surprise Rootwalla.
Yes!
And
yes!
that
John
is,
Walla coming through. Yes!
and that is going to be
oh man.
that is going to make it really difficult. And we see there's 4 in here. There's 4 in here. We only saw 1 so far. It was a pretty good odds that it was going to be a Rootwalla. Jundwalla's.
Oh man.
So we had it written on the side of the building over here, folks.
That gets a ring-a-ding-ding. Fantastic. Great magic, Genevieve.
Peter
pumping to keep alive, I guess.
Has to, because obviously Rootwalla can give itself +1/+0.
There's the game.
And Peter
Wow.
says, I thought I had you. And Genevieve's like, you never actually had me, my friend. You never actually had me.
Yeah, it's like, I remember like when Nimble Mongoose or Wild Mikado came out, it's like, wow, 1 mana for 3 power. That's pretty good. How about 0 mana for 3 power? How's that?
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good. Fantastic. Great game, Genevieve. Great game, Peter. Fantastic magic. I'd love to see it.
That is really so Genevieve ended the game at 5. I never felt like she was going to lose.
No.
Which is crazy, because even when she was being attacked for lethal, I was like, I don't think she's going to lose still.
If she was at 1,000,000 life or if she was at 2, the game's the exact same.
If she was at 2, she's dead. She's going to attack with 2 creatures, but 3 life.
No, food. Didn't she have 1 food left over?
Yeah, but she needed 2 mana to activate the food.
Touche. She only had 1 mana left to pump and dump.
Yeah, but at 5...
Yeah, 5 might be 100. Yeah, I think that these are 2 really great representations of, like, what this cube is capable of. But Genevieve just going all the way in on the Walla strategy.
Yeah, this is maxed out. I mean,
Fantastic.
honestly...
Fantastic.
If I'm the owner of this cube, Zach Barish,
yes,
this is literally what I want to see.
You take a picture and you frame it.
I want to say, yes, someone has achieved the full Jund Madness archetype.
She unlocked John Walla.
Yes,
that is an achievement. Okay, so what are we? So we're seeing no sideboard, right? She just presents. Is that right? Do we miss a sideboard?
Oh, not only is that right, she did it with confidence.
Yeah.
To just say, I got all the cards I need. They're in my main deck.
That's right. Okay. Well, again, we hope you're having as much fun as we are. Happy CubeCon to you. We are now featuring Zach Barash's UMA-inspired cube. And if you have not seen Zach Barash, check out his articles on Hipsters of the Coast. He is the most prolific writer for Hipsters of the Coast, I believe, and fantastic. He's done some writing on CubeCon as well, actually, but just a great content creator, great cube creator, great cube, and just a great guy all around. Shout out to Zach. Appreciate you.
Genevieve's deck is it's honestly kind of a masterpiece.
Go ahead.
I mean, she has Blood Fountain, which makes a blood. Which is great in her deck.
It's amazing.
She has Asylum Visitor, which is very, very good.
Very good.
She's got Gurmag.
Asylum Visitor is amazing in her deck.
Yeah, it's amazing. She has Gurmag Angler. It's super easy to fill the graveyard
1 mana
up.
5/5, pretty good. 0 mana 3/3 good. 1 mana 5/5 good.
Yeah, Mire Triton, which is one of those like kind of a mid-range cards.
Mire Triton is the 2/1
you
for 2.
Mill yourself and has Death Touch.
Right.
Notably.
And gain 2 life.
And gain 2 life,
which is not irrelevant.
Well, it's actually really good in this matchup specifically.
That's right.
Gain 2, Death Touch, Mill 2. Like literally, it's kind of all the pieces of the puzzle that you want.
Whoa! We saw the alternate casting cost for Rootwalla.
We did a single rep. You know what? Sometimes that's going to be your turn 1 play a lot in this deck.
Yeah, sometimes
because your discards. Your discard outlets are on turn 2 for the most part.
And also being able to swing for 3 turn 2, not too shabby.
Yep. But it looks like Genevieve does have a 2-drop as she declines to pump it. And of course, that's what we're going to see here.
Oh wait, no, that's not that.
I thought it was Mesmeric Fiend, but it is Diamond Lion Is that what that is?
Oh, wow.
That can discard your whole hand for 3 mana.
That's amazing. Genevieve is insane in the best way possible. This
Yeah.
is madness.
It is.
It's not Sparta. All right, so
And-
and it also is a 2/2, which is also not irrelevant.
And what do we have from Peter over here on this side? That counter goes right over the top of the art, which is just difficult for us to see.
Okay. Oh, it's a 3-mana 2/1 that explores twice when it comes into play.
Jade Light Ranger?
Correct.
Great.
That's right. Okay, so and it still looks, the optical illusion's still getting me. It still
Yeah.
kind of looks like 2 dice to me.
Yeah, it's just the one. And Genevieve's like, I got tons of root wallas. Oh, Genevieve spoiler alert, skipping
Yep.
the end of the game.
That's a
putting
prediction.
Peter to 0.
She's
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
Attacking for 1 and saying, yeah, you can block. I'll trade my 1 mana for your 3 mana.
Yep. You attack, you see what's great. Oh
She's
my.
got the cookbook
It
already.
begins.
And this is another discard outlet
Golly.
where she does not have to do her whole hand. She can do it one at a time, but obviously has the option to do so. Well,
There's so much synergy
all right.
here.
So Asmo,
Oh, good.
as long as we get one more food, which is going to likely come on Genevieve's next turn. No, we have a Fiery Temper saying, go ahead and get that out of here.
But you know what?
Full mana value cast for that Fiery Temper, 3 mana. That's
3
not what
mana,
you want.
that's-
Not what you want.
It's not a lightning bolt that rate.
No, it is not. Absolutely necessary because those 2 cards in combination, the game would have
Yes, that would have been.
the game would have
GG's.
started to end very, very
Yes.
quickly.
Although the cookbook on its own is still really good in this deck.
Yes.
It doesn't like you think like, oh, it got lost to asthma. No, cookbook still does a lot of work.
It does, and
Oh,
those-
interesting. Just leaving back the 3/1 on defense. Huh. What do you think that means?
I think she doesn't have a play. That's exactly what happens.
Interesting. Oh, do be that. But even still, don't you want to trade 3 for 4 in this context?
Well, what if I want to trade and try to fill my graveyard up for a Kermag Angler?
Touche. That's a fair point. That is
And
a
I,
very
and
good
I think
point.
that's what we could definitely see.
Oh my. Aggressive. Not saving. Okay. Now that card in this context.
And what is that card?
It's Avacyn's
Anderson's Judgment.
Avacyn's Judgment. So it's 2 mana,
So a little fork bolt for 2.
a 4 for 2, which is actually really good against this particular deck. I guess you want to force the damage through, but I think there's something to be said. Okay.
Okay, so we have discarded Unholy Heat to get a second food token, and now we are
Interesting.
and now to do more discarding because we have not had enough discarding. Faithless Salvaging
To draw
from
an additional
Genevieve.
card. Yep.
Because you discard first, then draw.
Correct.
So, and she does have currently just discarded Vengevine into the graveyard, has 2 cards. So she is alive basically at any point in the game to return that Vengevine, and it's already going to be a problem because it's something that can recur.
Oh, but
but
plays
there's a land.
And interestingly,
Interesting, yeah, to play your 4th land when you maybe
This-
could turn that into a food.
unless it's getting discarded, unless that lion is cashing in, which is unlikely, but possible for a good madness card.
That's true.
Although if that was the case, you'd still use the.
I
cookbook.
think
I'm not
you'd
sure what's
probably
going on.
yeah.
I'm curious about that line. We'll find out later in the winner's circle. Okay, is that an ooze? Is that 1 mana ooze that gets bigger every turn with green creatures?
That looks like a red card to me.
I think it's a 1 mana ooze.
We got 4 mana tapped.
Oh, touche. Oh,
We got Root Walla being discarded
Surprise!
and pumped. And that's going to trade with the Jade Light Ranger.
Oh, it's a twin shot buck.
Twin Shot Sniper. Right on.
Okay. Gains the okay. Second of food for 3
Alternate
life.
mode, gaining some life, saying, I'll just stay at 12 if that's okay with you.
Okay. Not irrelevant.
Okay. Genevieve still has some live draws, but also some dead draws. And Genevieve continued playing lands out, which
Oh, but there's a reason for it. Oh, Phoenix.
And we have
That's
and we
a
have
Phoenix.
Phoenix of Ash, which was discarded earlier.
Back
now we
from the dead.
we need the second red.
Aha. But keep
that-
in mind, that twin shot sniper does have reach.
it does.
If you got arrows, you usually got reach.
It does, but fortunately, the Phoenix is now
3-3.
going to
That's
be a
right.
3-3, so is going to be impeded, but not necessarily going to tangle poorly with the twin shot sniper.
Just because they impede don't mean you don't succeed. Oh,
No.
but not attacking. Okay.
Yeah, I actually think that's correct here. This is a race she's not currently winning, and
And you do have a blocker for the flyer if they need it. Yeah, although
yeah, and basically going to try to. I mean, I would try to take out this.
yeah.
We're gonna
no.
we're gonna discard a removal spell and cast the removal spell for free
Oh my.
off of that
And
conspiracy
still get to draw an
theorist.
additional card. We
Yes.
haven't drawn the additional card yet.
Yeah, that's the card you lost
okay.
to the theorist.
Well, good game. We're going to game 3. You love to see
and
it.
Genevieve says,
Hey, we got David McDarby in the house. What's up, Dave McDarby? CubeCon.
and Genevieve says, I've had enough. You were able to use your superior size in this matchup. We didn't see enough root walls.
Well, and also the removal being on time and the removal being able
Yeah.
to do 3 damage, not 2, as the other 2 removal spells we saw was wildly relevant there.
Big time.
He had what he needed, just like last game she had what she needed.
Yeah, exactly.
It was-
And both times, her
Yep.
removal lined up game 1, Peter's removal lined up
That's
game
right.
2.
So you love
Interaction's
to-
still the king.
you still, yeah. And not only that, we get another match. We get one more match. That's awesome. You love to see it.
Yeah, you can't beat going to game 3 for the trophy.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. Especially given, well, can we look up Genevieve's standings? Let's see how many points she got.
So we'll
Chat, can
that
someone-
is actually it might be difficult for producer Michael to do, but we'll just keep on trucking and see if we can get that at some point later.
Yep. We'll keep trucking. They keep ducking.
Genevieve again saying no need to sideboard.
Just
I'm just going to
confident.
continue to roll
And
with what I
Not
got.
only that, shoved it across the table.
Yeah.
This is her world. Let's go.
Full of confidence. She's back on the play.
Yep. Snapping those fingers. Ready to roll.
She's ready to go. Say, Peter, what are you doing shuffling so much? Well, I've been ready.
Yep.
I'm on the play. I'm gonna get aggressive. And this is going to be tough for Peter. Her deck is much more aggressive.
Okay. Chat. Can someone look up online? It's MTG Heat or how's it stand? It's on Heatron, I think, or it's on CubeCon. But the standings should be on the MTG CubeCon website. So if someone wants to look that up, let's see if we can find out what Genevieve's standings are.
So Genevieve's is much more aggressive
I
than
think they should be
Peter's
public, Michael.
deck is.
I think they are.
So she's going to take advantage of the play, much like she did in game 1, and she has a huge number of one drops. She
she's
has all
thinking
of those
going
root
down.
walls.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
Her deck is likely going to mulligan really well. She can really take advantage of discarding anyway. So
Well, although it cuts both ways, because when you have that much discard and stuff doesn't line up correctly,
Yeah.
every mulligan hurts so much more than a deck that has draw spells and other, card engines.
definitely. But she is able to take advantage of that stuff. But you're right. It does have to line. You got to have both parts.
You need both parts.
You got to have both parts. You can't just have the payoffs. You can't just have the discard
That's
stuff.
right. And it doesn't. Each one of them on their own doesn't generate the value that you would if you had more
That's true.
divinations. and
I
stuff.
think when working with the London Mulligan, you're looking at 7 and putting some on the bottom.
Yeah.
I think you're generally able to get both pieces of the puzzle, but you're right. You still have to have them, and it can be a numbers game, and you just have less cards.
That's right. Okay, so we're off to the races. Do we see a turn 1?
Well, we're gonna see. We got a turn
Yep,
1 play.
There we
yeah.
go.
Genevieve's deck
Getting in
is
there.
full of turn 1 plays.
Oh my!
Michael gonna answer back with.
What is that?
Is that a Willow?
Looks like it has reach.
I believe. Oh my gosh, the name of this card.
Wow. The one answer to Basking to
Willow Geist.
Willow Geist.
Willow Geist.
Oh, it has trample, of course. Oh my. Oh my.
Okay. Hey, that's the crazy thing? It blocks the red root wall of Willow and the green one really poorly.
That's true. But it does gain a life. Which okay, so we're
And
seeing
we have Asylum Visitor.
another 3-1. So 3-1 into a 3-1. Oh my.
The conspiracy theorist.
Let's see if we got some removal.
And this is the and again, we don't need Peter doesn't have as much discard as Genevieve does,
Correct.
not even close.
Correct.
However, his are mega impactful when he
Yes.
hits them.
Although the other nice thing about Genevieve's type of discard is she will get to trigger that much quicker than he will. In
Oh
theory.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, he's taking it. Wow.
I don't think you can block. He can't.
Oh, she's got no
sacrifice.
follow up. Oh my,
Well,
she's stuck on 2 land, no follow up.
Well, she doesn't have a land. Her curve is really low. I'm not as convinced she doesn't have a play, but that's not looking good. And
no.
And we see the combo again. Cathartic Pyre
no.
is going to take out the Asylum Visitor.
If Genevieve doesn't get something going quick, it might be all she wrote.
That was a big deal. That was a big deal because again, oh no, not like this, not like this,
not like this.
And again, Cathartic Pyre, 3-mana removal spell, but it was the discarded card, so Peter got to just draw a free card off that Conspiracy Theorist, and it's going to come in again unimpeded. It's going to trigger again.
Ugh.
It could be anything if we got and she now has now Peter has 3 mana. It could be a 4/4.
Yep. Oh, you can vault.
It is a 4/4. He's going to draw a free card off of this.
A free 4/4.
Yikes. This is exactly what Genevieve needed to avoid being on the play.
Advantage bar to Peter.
Yeah. And we have Diamond Line.
If there is a card that could get her out of this.
Yeah. Who knows how many madness cards are hanging out in that hand?
Correct. But she's getting some quick. And also, Peter's been crafting his hand. He might have some removal here. He might even have, oh my, I think I see what it is. Oh no!
And draw a card. Well, J Bro, I had a chance to talk with Peter last round, and he's going to play a Wild Mongrel.
Oh no!
And we're going through the motions at this point. I'm going to give you the chance to talk to Peter if he closes this game out here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, this is buck wild.
And we do have an Angie Falconwrath, which is a great great blocker on turn 3, but this is about turn 5.
Right.
For Genevieve, maybe turn 6, honestly. And we're just now hitting our 3rd land. And what an excellent Madness Enabler. Really good one. Has haste, can do a lot of stuff, but she's just far too behind.
Well, Mana Scoot happens to all of us, but props to Genevieve for crafting an amazing deck.
She did.
Her deck is fantastic.
Easily capable of winning. Easily capable of taking this draft down, and sometimes you just get nipped in the bud by math. Yeah,
that's how it is. But her deck is fantastic and a masterclass on how to draft a cube like this. So big shout out to Genevieve. I'm hoping I can do something similar in the next draft. Are we playing around?
Okay.
I'm getting in it.
Yeah, get on in.
I'm getting in.
And we see an Incorrigible Youths coming down, discarded to the Wild Mongrel, which is important because then it can actually attack in the same turn.
Like vault.
Genevieve is going to, of course, play one of her Root Wallas, as the name of the deck says.
Right.
It's not going to be enough.
Oh, yeah. This deck is capable of so much.
It is.
There's so much cool stuff.
And Genevieve is not going to take lethal this turn, but is not going to be able to deal 18 to Peter on her next turn, and that's going to be...
Yeah. As my people say, Gerdarfen, Merschlarfen, Kishin. Hurry up and sleep. We need the pillow.
That's what they say all the time.
Yep. Classic.
Yep.
Okay.
Genevieve's going to take 7.
At least. Possibly more. Or 10.
And then we got 3 discards to Wild Mongrel.
All right.
Peter Beckfield.
Nice job, Peter. Well done.
Looking really good on the weekend.
Is he your dark horse for number 1?
I got a couple of dark horses. We've seen a lot of really great Magic on coverage.
We've got Geeky Jackson, who's quietly working his way up. We've got Caleb D. We've got a couple other streamers, Sam Black, but we've got some unknowns as well in the field. Who was the person who beat Sam in that on-screen match?
Theo McGrath last night. I got some background on Theo McGrath. Okay, this is a young 20-year-old kid who's an absolute ringer.
Wow, he has got a great mind for Magic.
He played like a master last night. Yes. He tried to play it down, but he was absolutely dominating.
Yep. Yeah, that's fantastic. And
we saw Ivan Mayer yesterday morning. He absolutely ran through that.
Ran through it, and he was the one who said that he was gonna lose. He was like, I can't win that. Like he's like
easily won.
Yeah, easily. Fantastic. That was the Peasant Plus. Yeah, he was fantastic. Yeah. we've got some contenders, some people you might not, some contenders and some upenders. Some people you might not ever heard before, but they're going to clean the clock. Theoretically, I already have. There he is, right there, Theo. Nice job, Theo. So give him a little props.
And Peter, the Giant Killer, taking down Sam Black and Gavin Verhey in back-to-back drafts. By the way,
the Giant Killer. Tap for 1/2, can tap creatures down, can take out Gavin's left and right. That's how it's got to be sometimes. So, what did you? This was so your prediction on the previous match. So Peter won that one.
Yeah.
Did you think Peter was going to win? You thought Genevieve?
I actually thought Genevieve was going to win. I thought she was going to win this one. Yeah.
You never know. That's the joy of magic. You
Yeah.
never know. You can't predict it. And there we go. There's Geeky Jax. If you're not giving him a follow, do yourself a favor and Savers Flavor. He's a fantastic streamer. He is multiple times tried to race me for the Cube Trophy race. He's never won. I will say that. Not against me. The one time he won was when I was not competing. But he has won, so props.
You know who?
Number one in stand. Wait,
know,
how many points?
We can talk about Geeky Jackson later because you know who has won today multiple times on camera? That's Peter Beckfield.
Yeah, Peter. Come on down.
I'm gonna.
Thank you, Justin. Chat, let's give a big round of applause for Justin. Great job.
You've earned this seat twice.
Oh, thank you.
Nice job. Fantastic. Come on down.
Thank you.
This is your throne. So, Peter, first of all, you've already been here. Deja vu.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be back in the winner's seat?
It feels great. You're here to have fun. Everybody's having fun, and that's the best part about the event. No one's taking it like crazy competitively seriously, but everybody here wants to win.
Absolutely.
What
Now,
can I
let
say?
me ask you this. When you drafted this, you sat down to the UMA, you signed up for this cube, you wanted to draft UMA?
I
Is it
just
your
put
preference?
myself as Phil. Yeah. Put
Oh,
me wherever you need me. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so for those of you who don't know at home, we have a ranked choice system for the cubes. You can choose your top 5, the 3 you don't want to do, and we have an algorithm that puts you just randomly went.
Yeah.
That is
I have a
amazing.
couple I didn't want to do, but other than that,
That's amazing. So you didn't even prepare for this.
Although I drafted it yesterday. So
So you
I had
so you had a little bit of experience.
theoretically.
Now, going into this cube, when you did find out 5 minutes before which one you're doing, is this the archetype, the strategy that you had predetermined, or did you just fall into it?
super loosely. There was a really cool deck last draft with a bunch of frantic searches and arrogant worms and reckless worms and whatever. So I was aiming for that. Didn't end up going that way. I got my worms, but I had to end up sending the frantic searches away. So I just did the old classic wild mongrel, and he served me well.
Yeah, the original frantic search,
Yeah.
wild mongrel, and the updated wild mongrel that cannot change color and protect itself from the bauble. So anyway, as far as your experience here, tell us how you've been enjoying CubeCon overall.
Oh, it's absolutely great. Everybody's really everybody's friendly. Everybody's having fun. The event is run really well because you're used to kind of cube drafting at some person's house, and there aren't tokens, there aren't dice. People are showing up 30 minutes late.
Yeah, or not at all.
Or not at all.
We all know that feeling. We all know that feeling. You know what I'm looking at. Yep.
But it's been great. It's been smooth. So yeah.
And now moving into tomorrow, you're a lock for top 64 pretty much. You will make it in. You're going to be in contention for top 8. And if you get there, you can win the whole thing. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it feels great. I love playing against high level competition. So yeah, bring it on.
There, we've got Sam Black here. We've got Gavin Verhey. We've got, Caleb Durward. We've got Peter Beckfield up top. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Glad you can make it down. And congrats on all the winning. Looking forward to more of it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Very good. Round of applause for Peter Beckfield. Hell yeah. Hey, CubeCon. All right. That's all for right now. We're going to have another match coming up for you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for sharing the stream, for letting people know. Even though you can't be here, you can still support CubeCon. And thank you for all the good energy and positive feedback you've given us. Please also keep those comments coming in for our next streamers. Let them know what you're thinking, what you want to know, stuff like that. And we are going to take a quick break before the next round. CubeCon, that's right.
Parnell and McDarby coming up.
And Parnell and McDarby are coming. You're not going to want to miss it. One of the greatest WotC minds over at Wizards right now. You can ask him whatever you want. And also, Justin Parnell, you know what you get with him. Fantastic. So, David McDarby, also the engineer behind the Live the Dream Cube. And we will be actually streaming the Live the Dream Cube. So you're going to get to see it in action. Fantastic. This has been a blast. We did Cubioki. We've there's some hot tub action going on. We're getting all the cube draft we can get in, and then people are going home and drafting even more cube. Yes, Justin is amazing. Thank you, and also bless up to Justin Parnell, really putting the work in. Yes, Live the Dream Cube is the Go Cube, in my opinion. I'm excited to. So bless up to the homies. Again, thank you all so much for checking us out. And if you want to help us out, hashtag us on Twitter. Share the link for a stream. Hashtag CubeCon 2023. Hashtag CubeCon. Let people know. And also just, vicariously live the excitement. Just checking with our team when we're ready to transition here. When will the Live the Dream? Right after this. So we just got to get the pack set up and stuff transitioned. So I'm not sure. I think it probably starts at 6, maybe a little bit earlier. But all right. Thanks, everyone. Bless up, homies. See you soon. Bye.